Hi Taurus, it's Power and Light Tarot coming at you with a reading. Today we have your own reading, Taurus, and but I feel like it's definitely about somebody else here. Yeah, I hope you guys are all well. And you know, we have the Ace of Diamonds here, Taurus, and this is it can speak to foretelling a marriage, like a marriage that is, you know, will be in the future, right? We do have the future card here too as well, Taurus. This looks really, really good. Somebody, though, was angry here. Because Octavia Butler, she was an angry woman, you know, very justified, I would say. But, you know, definitely, it talks about somebody who has been angry. And and then we have the Freedom card. Somebody looks like they were kind of angry and they wanted their freedom. That's kind of how it looks here, right? I wish everybody would do that. Yeah, instead of, like, you know, believing what they're doing here, believing in what they are doing here, right? But, you know, we have the Perspective card, and this is, you know, somebody who kind of changes their perspective, sometimes to understand something. But I feel like, you know, she's holding the rose. I feel like this is about somebody who has changed kind of the way they feel about something. Yeah, and they could be changing their life because we have the future here, right? And let's see what else we have. And then we have the Soul card. And so this is Emily Dickinson. And, you know, Emily Dickinson was somebody who was kind of, it talks about kind of being all in your intuition, kind of, right? It does. So kind of really kind of going deep. I mean, she was a little bit of a, I think she was a little bit of a clairvoyant, but basically, you know, she was kind of put down by her own family a little bit because she was different. She wanted to be all in their BS, kind of. What I mean by that is they were a really rich family and they wanted her to go to, you know, kind of these social events, but she wanted to be like stay home and paint and things like that. And she didn't want to follow the kind of the religion that I think they wanted her to go to church and stuff like that. She's like, no, you know, I have my own spirituality, right? But she kind of always felt different, but she was happy at the same time. I feel like she was. So, you know, somebody here I feel like is probably breaking out, you know, like changing their whole future. Yeah, there's somebody here who's kind of a non-conformist or not conforming to a situation. I feel like it's to have a new beginning with you and probably marry you, Taurus. Yeah, because this was the first card, the Ace of Diamonds, right? So we also have the Three of Hearts, and that's the banjo, and then we have the moonshine with it. And this talks about 3 days or 3 weeks. It can talk about your cup overflowing. Yeah, and right next to this Ace of Diamonds, somebody's cup overflows for you, right? It does. Not with moonshine, Taurus, but with love and passion and all this kind of stuff. And, you know, it could be you too, for sure, right? It could be mutual. I feel like that's what this is about. This is about a mutual, two people are really kind of really loving each other. I feel like they are, or just hoping to have a future together. But somebody could be like, maybe like leaving somebody else or just leaving a place, like a place or a situation, because freedom is here and the future is right next to it. And somebody's angry here. Yeah, they are. So they could be saying, let me go. Please, let me go. Let's see what we got for you, Taurus. Let's see what we have for Taurus. We have the Nine of Swords, and this can talk about kind of anxiety and adversaries. Maybe somebody's kind of like arguing with you here. It's right here's the woman holding the knife up, like don't mess with me. And so we have the Two of Wands. Yeah, and so the Four of Pentacles is here. Why it's all happening is that I feel like you're holding on to somebody here, or this person's holding on to you. This is definitely a story about that. You could be like, if you're going after somebody here, there could be people who don't want you to do this. And they could, I'm not sure if they are criticizing you, but they're definitely not on your side about this. Yeah, you could be kind of feeling like you are maybe being challenged here about this. You could also be in this energy where, well, you know, this is like Two of Wands, kind of, this lady's sad here, and she's like, you know, I have to kind of do this anyway. Yeah, there's somebody here who's kind of breaking out of the way they used to think. They could have felt stuck in the past, and now they're getting their freedom, right? We have the Charlotte Perkins Gilman, and, you know, for me, she was a lady with courage, for sure, because people will not fight for their liberty. Many people won't. They're just like, oh, okay, I'll just kind of, you know, do whatever here. And we have the Six of Pentacles in the recent past. Could be the past, right? And the King of Wands is on your mind. This is usually Gemini, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. And here we have this man here. And this is the Housewife's deck. So you don't have to be married. He's a husband, right? All these people here are either husbands or most of them are husbands or wives. But it doesn't have to be, you know, it's just, this is just the take on it. But somebody, I feel like, does want to marry you, this Ace of Diamonds. And especially when it's next to the Three of Hearts. OMG. In the near future, it could be Queen of Pentacles. This is you, for sure. And we have the Tower is your concern. And this could be like breaking down a wall to rebuild. Or this could be like the Tower, break the mold and make something new. This is your concern. You want your freedom, or you want this person to get their freedom. Yeah, so they can play the banjo with you, Taurus, and, you know, and drink moonshine and hang out. And you're like, bring me my ring with this Ace of Diamonds, right? So you can have fun. You can enjoy them here, for sure. Somebody could feel that you are their soul partner, because Emily Dickinson here was all about her soul. Like, what was really important to her soul. She didn't give a shit about what her family thought. They probably thought she was weird. She's like, who gives a shit, right? Because somebody doesn't care anymore. We have the Freedom card and the Perspective. And in your environment, Ten of Wands. Yeah, so this is a major burden here. We see the beautiful woman. She's a housewife, and she has like 10 mops and, you know, 10 brooms, and maybe she has 10 rooms to clean. I'm not sure, but it's definitely a burdening situation in your environment. What you want is the Seven of Pentacles. So you want to grow this. This lady's in her garden. She's walking here, and she's, you know, she's looking at her bush here, her bush of pentacles. You could be hoping to, like, have some financial prosperity, and this could be, you could be hoping that you can grow this with this person. And in your outcomes, the Four of Cups. And in a way, this Four of Cups talks about freedom, because she's resisting this. And I feel like, and the Perspective card is here, you are this person that you, I believe, are in love with, is like rejecting something else because of your perspective. Somebody has a new perspective, like they got a new attitude, like I want my freedom, and I want to go be with Taurus. Yeah, and this is burdening to you, holding on to this person, or them holding on to you. Because here's the Four of Pentacles above the Ten of Wands. This has been burdening, yeah, holding on to this person, because I feel like maybe they didn't have their freedom, right? And, you know, you might say, well, there's no third party here. Okay, that's fine. You might say nobody really needs their freedom from another person. But they can need their freedom from maybe their past beliefs because of the Perspective card, right? And they might need their freedom from, it could be their family, right? Maybe they have this kind of overbearing family, because that's a little bit what Emily Dickinson was about. She grew up in this family who was telling her, you need to go to the church social, or, you know, the fellowship, right? Or you need to go help raise money for, you know, I don't know, Wednesday afternoon tea, right? For the town council. I mean, she thought this stuff was really kind of silly, because she was, you know, more about things that were far deeper, right? She thought they were kind of a little bit fake, I think, right? Because she came from a rich family, and rich people can be, they're not all fake, but they can be majorly fake, right? They can. So, and, you know, with the Tower here, this could be saying you want something to kind of break down so you can kind of step in and either rebuild it, or or make your own brand new thing, like your own mold. This can talk about that perspective card a little bit. Let's see what your concern is. King of Cups. This is about somebody who could be, this is about somebody who is like making a decision. Maybe this is Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. Let's see what the King of Cups has to say. Mystery, devotion, and contemplation. Yeah, you're devoted to this person. You are, right? With the Ace of Diamonds, the rings. And these rings are around each other. Like, we're together, baby. And I feel like you are going to be together with this person. You're contemplating here. Or your concern is that this other person is contemplating. Probably to come forward and to find some type of freedom from some type of, it could be a past belief system, like I said, like an oppressive belief system, right? That's what they're trying, they're trying to teach our kids. Yeah, to keep them oppressed. And, they're just really, it's horrible. Sometimes it is what is not being taught, which is so dangerous, right? Or, yeah, and so we have the future card here, and this Octavia Butler felt super oppressed. She's like, oh, hell no, I'm not going along with this. And Emily Dickinson was the same way, except she fought back kind of in a different way. Yeah. She even had a feral cat. Yeah, that's how kind of Emily Dickinson might have been a Sagittarian, I kid you not, because, they are highly misunderstood, and they are rebels, and not only that, they are like, they totally believe in freedom. Maybe you're dealing with a Sagittarian. We have the King of Wands here, right? We have the kind of cuter old man, and he came back from his desk job, right? His kind of executive job here, because he's wearing nice shoes and kind of dress pants and a tie, and he has the wrench in his hand, and he has all these mops here. This is about somebody who's kind of an entrepreneur, somebody who like kind of takes on, they go after things, like they don't, there's nothing they feel like they can't do, and that's what they say the King of Wands is about, and this is why he is entrepreneurial. I feel like you are contemplating here if somebody maybe is kind of breaking a mold. You don't look like you're doing this. It looks like somebody else is doing this, and you're kind of waiting for them. I feel like to declare their freedom. There's some type of declaration here, like in a way. Because the future, in the perspective, I feel like you are. You're kind of declaring your, and this Emily Dickinson, she kind of wanted to declare her freedom. I'm not sure if she actually did it, or she just like declared it, or she just, she had her own mind and did didn't do what her family kind of wanted her to do. Yeah, I don't think she ever got married. I think she lived at home and then something like that. And, she died with all these poems, but I feel like you want somebody to have their freedom, either from these oppressive beliefs, or you want them to cut ties with somebody else. We have the Six of Pentacles. Can talk about sharing. You could have been sharing kind of with this person. Yeah. We have the Three of Cups. I feel like this is kind of what you wanted here. You could have felt some joy, though, from this person in the past. Maybe major joy. Let's see what they have to say about the Six of Wands. Besides, the Six of Pentacles, rather. Besides this sharing, right, let's see what it says. And we see the little boy. He's at the masquerade party, the costume party, and the ghosts are in back of him, right? Almost like there's three people here. This can sometimes speak to third-party energy. Sometimes it can, right? There's two ghosts. And then let's see what it says about the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles can always talk about a third party, because we see in the traditional, the man giving to two people, right? Yeah. So let's see what it says. The Six of Pentacles. And we have generosity, luck, and sharing. The Six of Pentacles talks about sharing in a time of hardship, or, in other words, I feel like you might have been in a relationship with this person in the past, and it was kind of a hardship to you. Yeah, there was something difficult about it. Or you could have said, you know what, screw this. There's like this rebel attitude in this reading a little bit. Somebody is like breaking away from maybe what somebody else wanted for them, something like that. But you could have been like in a relationship with somebody here, this person. Or just maybe you were you felt like you were on a hardship. You could have been the third party. You could have been. But I feel like whatever you were here, regardless of that, all right, because, not everybody's in that situation. This was difficult for you in the past. It was. And we have the Three of Cups, and this could be saying it was difficult because there was a third party, right? And I feel like this could have been difficult for you, and you felt like you were at a disadvantage because you wanted to reconcile with this person. Yeah, and this can be a celebration, and it is a new beginning. The baby is there. That's what this is about. What's on your mind, Taurus? Let's see what's on your mind. The King of Wands, it's a fire sign. Maybe there's a water sign here too. We have the Seven of Cups. What's on your mind? You want somebody to make a hard choice, because here's the woman making a very hard choice. She's trying to pick what cocktail she wants. Yeah. You could be saying, I just want a mojito, right? Yeah. But, this just talks about somebody who is making a hard choice. This is what's on your mind. You could be, your person might be a fire sign, and they could have been making a really hard choice to come be with you, possibly, right? Maybe to get their freedom was difficult. Maybe they're in freaking Canada. And these places where it is becoming a dictatorship. Yeah. Okay, we have the Queen of Pentacles, the Page of Swords. And so this is in the near future, right? And so this could be now, it could be you guys. Here's somebody breaking the rules. And that's kind of like Octavia Butler. She's like, screw this. She's holding down this kind of corporate guy here because she feels like she didn't have any opportunities. She felt like they were oppressing her and discriminating against her. We have the Soul over here. This also talks about somebody who feels kind of repressed with Emily Dickinson. Yeah. So somebody's being a rebel here and fighting back, and they're getting their freedom here. The Queen of Pentacles, Page of Swords showing up. And this is, this can talk about somebody who is like, that's probably you here. But this Page of Swords talks about somebody who kind of breaks the rules, but they think they're kind of getting in trouble, right? We see the little boy running with the scissors, and we have the Ace of Pentacles. Somebody's breaking the rules, and they're planning a future with you. Remember, we see the Three of Hearts. This is about 3 days or 3 weeks. In your concern, the Tower, I talked about that. This is breaking the mold. I feel like you want a tower to come down so you can rebuild. Yeah. And maybe you're seeing yourself as Carmen, I forgot her name, Carmen Miranda, I think. And she was a Brazilian woman. And she was, kind of like Charo, kind of. But back in the day, she was really funny. And she was seen as the lady with the fruit on her head, right? And, when you go to South America, you see that. I was in Venezuela. You see women on the beach, the poor women, and they have fruit on their head for sale. And it's usually the best fruit I've ever had, right? Watermelon. What else? I forget. I think it was mango, but maybe it was pineapple. I don't remember, but a long, long time ago. You're contemplating. I feel like you want a tower to come down somewhere, and you want to rebuild, or you want to like make something brand new with somebody here. But it's freedom is key. This is not going to happen without somebody's freedom. And we have, and as I said, either from their thoughts or another union. We have the Knight of Swords, and this is the Ten of Wands. This is your environment here, and this could be like the Knight of Swords talks about like a bad boy kind of coming to town. Somebody here has been seen as a bad boy type, and and they have, because they're taking their freedom. And they're doing what's good for them. And so in the environment here is somebody who is like, this is you feeling burdened here. You could feel like maybe you're a rebel. This card is about a rebel. And this could be your person. This could be burdening to you. Your person might have to like rebel against another situation, right? Whatever that is. Could be it could be their career. It could be where they live. It could be, honestly, today, it could be their community, right? What's going on in where they live. As I said, I was speaking about that a little bit earlier. The Magician. This is in your environment. Yeah, this talks about somebody who kind of makes promises here, this Magician. Somebody could have promised, this person could have promised you in the past. It's also possible that they could have promised you that they would come and be with you, possibly. And in the environment, this could be like, this could actually be your person here, because your person is here all the way. And I've been speaking about you and your person the whole reading, right? But in your environment could be somebody who, like, this was burdening. Maybe in the past this person was kind of selling you a pipe dream. Yeah. And you might be a little bit concerned if they're going to be genuine with you now. You could be. And this could be this other person here, very burdening to tell somebody else to gain their freedom. To tell somebody, excuse me, I'm, you know, kind of, they feel like they are being judged maybe a little bit. Or that they have to kind of hurt somebody, or they have to be the bad boy. I feel like this could be burdening to your person in your environment. Your person might be Aries here too. They could be this Knight of Swords, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. They could be another earth sign. And let's see. And in your hopes or desire here, 7 of Pentacles. You're hoping to grow this. Yeah, and like make this, you know, kind of really totally work and flourish. We have we have the 8 of Swords. This is somebody who feels really stuck here. And here she is on the olive loaf, right? I feel like you are hoping that somebody here, this other person, is going to come grow this situation with you, and it's going to be really, really beautiful. You're hoping for this new beginning. You could be hoping that they don't feel maybe so stuck that they won't come. Because somebody's getting their freedom. Somebody is breaking out of an oppression here. Maybe a long time ago they thought it was great. Whatever they're breaking out of. Let's see what the 8 of Swords says here with the lady on the olive loaf. I used to hate olive loaf when they have the pimento inside of the... I love olives, but not really these kind. No, I remember in home ec class, they used to actually have home ec, you guys, where they would teach you how to cook. But I had a really weird teacher in San Francisco. Yeah, she was a weirdo. And her name was Mrs. So-So. Yeah, I felt like Mrs. So-So crazy broad, right? But... so right here, you guys, the 8 of Swords is showing up here, and this is like, could be showing up, this could be your hope, self-restriction, indecision, wow, and no-win situations. You're hoping that this person is not going to feel restricted, right? And you could be hoping they're not going to feel restricted, and or this is you. Because in the past, you felt like this was a no-win situation, most likely. All right? Yeah. Hope you guys don't, you don't know that Mrs. that person I was saying. I probably shouldn't have said anybody's name. This is God. This is, 40 years ago. I'm sure that lady has passed away. I mean, she wasn't the devil, but she was, she used to say really weird things to kids. And I'll be like, well, she said it now, or she said it like before this crazy, totally crazy movement what they're teaching kids in school. If she said it before now, it would have been like you would have lost her job. But now they're, they want you to tell your students really weird shit and to teach little kids stuff that they are not mature enough to deal with. Yeah, it's horrible because it's psychological abuse. Let's see what else you could be hoping for, you guys. We have the 8 of Wands. This is change. Yeah, you're hoping for change. You're hoping this person's kind of going to break out. And, this, what I think was probably a no-win situation in the past, is now going to turn into a brand new beginning for you. The 4 of Cups showing up in the outcome for you, Taurus. And we have the 4 of Swords. Yeah, this is very cool. You're gonna like recuperate this and revitalize this. And there's some type of, with the Four of Cups next to the hope here, I feel like you are hoping that somebody here is going to kind of resist whatever, wherever they have been in the past. She's resisting this cocktail. And to, like, here's the lady revitalizing her face with the cucumbers and the mask, the avocado mask. And so, you know, it's really cute, right? But you're hoping to kind of revitalize this. This is probably somebody from your past when we see that card. We're going to go to the extended. We're going to do your person spread just like this, you guys. And, you know, we're going to see also how they feel about you. But we're going to go through their whole spread. I want to see this, right? I want to see the environment that they are in, their current energy, and the root, why it's all happening for this person, what could be challenging them here, and the recent past for them, what's on their mind, their concerns, etc., etc. And thank you so much, you guys. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe.